would Juan or Albion, I'm just curious, want to say a few words at all? You don't have to, but you're given the invitation to do so if you'd like.
Juan would just raise his glass and say, "Everyone, we've been through a lot together. And we will continue to go through a lot together. I want to say this. I mean, I don't want to put the glory on myself, but this wedding wouldn't have happened without me. So, there's that."
This is true. This is actually true.
You should have seen the face of Roxana when I told her that Ajika wanted to invite her to the dance. Ooh, boy! I'm glad that she changed her mind. And I'm telling you, Roxy, don't let that man go. No one will stand you like he does.
Oh my god.
Be happy together. I'm happy for both of you. I'm sure you will be happy together. And Juan will end his speech.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I mean, this was beautiful. Thank you.
Luke, we are nearing the end of the ceremony, Luke, of the wedding, and you notice that there's this little boy. He doesn't seem to be dressed in fine clothing at all. He's probably like, I would say 6-ish, 7 years of age. Anyway, he's very skinny. He seems to be very out of place. Even as a young boy of your age, you notice that this kid seems a little out of place, and he seems to be grabbing some food from the table and stuffing it into a bag of his.
Okay. Luke will find rocks. You'll find rocks.
Okay, go ahead.
You'll just kind of walk up to rocks and pull her dress and kind of just point to the kid. Know him?
I do
He's
not.
so smart. He's so smart, or a smart little boy.
I'm so smart now, guys. I'm so smart.
You're a very good boy, Luke. I'm gonna take care of this. You watch the kid, this kid, and I'm gonna go and talk to this kid.
All the kids.
You have a wand.
You'll go over to the kid, and again, the kid's probably like 7, 8, somewhere along those lines, 7, 8 years old. And when he notices you approaching, he gasps, "Huh!" And then he starts to make a break for it. He starts to run for it.
I run too.
In the dress? Okay.
In my head.
Yeah. So roll me athletics. Again, it's your wedding day, so I would say get a advantage. However, I will say -2 because of the dress. Advantage, but with a -2. 9? All right. So his athletics is, as a young boy, is okay.
How many courage do
12.
I have?
All right. You do have courage points, so if you want to catch him, you can use the courage points to catch up to him.
Yes, please.
Courage
I'll use the courage.
All right. You'll use a courage, and you'll catch up to him. And once you get a good hold of him, he looks very dirty. He looks like he's been out in the streets, and he's very skinny. So it looks like he's been very hungry for a very long time. And when you catch up, he says, "Let go of me! Let go of me!"
Okay, first of all, calm down. What did you take?
He said, "Nothing. I didn't take anything. I didn't take nothing."
Okay, so all this food in your bag is nothing, is it?
I had it already. You can't prove anything. I had it already.
Okay. All right, listen, kid.
This is my
I tell you what. How about... Oh my god. How about you come sit at the table and eat your food, and I'll find you a coat or something. I don't know. Or you can go and run away with this food and sit somewhere that's cold and dirty and not all too pleasant.
The little boy the gears are turning. Can I have some cake?
Listen, kid, you can have as much cake as you want.
As much cake as I want?
Yeah, sure. I'm in the giving mood right now. Also, there's way too much cake. So go ahead.
He looks a little cautious about that, but then he gradually starts walking with you back to the party.
What's your name, kid?
Med.
And what are you doing here?
Nothing.
I love this kid.
Nothing.
Okay. I see. And where are your parents?
Says, none of your business.
Oh, brother. Okay. All right, you just sit down here. Then she bumps him down in the seat.
What do we have here? Aika says. I don't think I remember this little one in our guest list.
He's just hungry, and I'm gonna let him have some food. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, of course.
Kid, you don't move, okay? You stay there and eat your cake.
He starts shoveling food into his mouth. He has very poor table manners. So not even bothering with the fork and spoon, he's just, feeding himself.
Is Luke still sitting there?
Yeah. What is Luke doing anything? No, he's witnessing this whole thing.
You shouldn't eat with your hands.
Luke is the favorite there. I love him.
He looks at the kid, very confused, and he just starts licking his fingers. But he doesn't answer him. He just kind of continues eating with his hands. I don't know if Luke does anything.
You could get really sick.
I love that kid so much.
He takes a look at Luke, and then he's looking at you straight into his eyes. And then he then says, Levi.
What?
What?
Levi. He says, looking right at Luke.
Luke.
You're sad. Levi. The boy says.
Oh.
He's gonna run and try to find his sister.
All right, you're gonna run and find a sister.
Yeah, he's good.
Meanwhile, and Umed continues chowing down, and Aika and Roxana, what happens? What's happening?
Okay, I got a situation right now. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, so he's filthy, he's skinny, he won't tell me anything. I don't know who to call. I don't know how to handle this. What do you suggest? I don't know what to do.
The first thing we need to do is find out who his parents are, or guardian, or something. I'm sure we'll figure this out.
I'm really worried that he doesn't have parents. Look at him. Who would let a child walk out like that?
It's very possible, he says. In this area, there have been many kids who are orphaned or don't have guardians of their own, and some of my friends grew up that way, and yes, it's not uncommon in these parts.
Look, I gotta take care of this. Yeah, I'll just make sure he's fed. I'm just going to take him back to. Actually, if we're getting married in a swamp, so is there I don't know, a building nearby, where people are staying and sleeping overnight? kind of like a big house, so it's just a
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah. I'll just take him back there and see if I can find a change of clothes for him or something.
We'll take care of it. But for now, just relax. This is your day. Try to enjoy the rest of the celebrations, all right?
Okay, just keep an eye on him. He's stealing stuff. Don't want him taking my cake toppers. I love those things.
Juan, while this is happening, are you... I would say, like, you'll see that Luke is running to Leia, and I don't know what expression Luke has on his face, but Leia will see Luke and say, "Luke, dance again?" She starts, like, dancing.
He's a little bit upset from what I didn't catch the kid's name. And
From Emed.
What Emed said, and then he'll be like, no. And then he like pulls her close and then like whispers, "That kid over there, bad kid."
Bad
Juan
kid?
will walk towards Luke and Leia and be like, "Hey kids, what are you whispering?"
Hi, Uncle Juan.
Hey Leia.
It's a secret.
Ooh, I love secrets. I'm very good at keeping them.
Twin secret.
Ooh, twin secret. Okay, just don't get into any trouble, okay?
No trouble. We're good. She looks at Luke with a grin.
Uncle Juan, you know that kid? He points.
No, I've never seen that kid. He's not using any. Oh, he doesn't know how to eat.
I tell him he'll get sick.
He'll do.
Give him tortilla.
My catchphrase, tortilla. Who's that kid? You know? That's weird. I'm gonna go ask. Just Luke, Leia, don't go on any adventures. I don't want you to go to space, okay?
And then he'll go to Leia and says, "He said Levi."
Daddy?
Yeah, he said Levi's scared.
Weird.
Very weird. Bad guys.
Juan, while you're on your way to go to Emed, a couple random guests are gonna stop you, and it's gonna be a brother and a sister in the group, and the sister is gonna say, "Excuse me, are you Juan de Rivera?"
Yes, I am. And you are...
Hey, abracadabra! Whatever it is your catchphrase was. What was it? Abracadabra, whatever?
Oh,
It was just Cadabra. It was like, "Hey, Cadabra."
Hey, Cadabra.
Yeah, it says, "Hey, cadabra!"
Oh, yeah. He's gonna be like, Cadabra.
The brother says, "Mr. Della de Rivera, we're huge fans of the show. Yeah, we love watching Morpheus and me. Do you think maybe you could get we could get your autograph?"
Oh, sure. Of course. And he will like, where? Or like, you have anything?
They probably would like have like a napkin or something, like a random something, or maybe even the program that they had for the wedding, like asked you to sign.
Juan will sign it and be like, "Okay, here you go.
My name is Jordan, and this is AJ."
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Jordan, AJ. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. And you're here part of who? Who are you here with? Like the groom or?
We're friends of Aika.
Huh. Nice.
Do you get to talk very much and hang out very much with the actress who played Wanda? She's one of my favorites.
Oh, she's one of my favorites too. She's just so fun. We hang out. You know, it's well when you are so when you work so much as us, it's difficult not to spend time with each other. You know.
They'll continue doing some small talk, and eventually they'll say, "Oh, well, thank you again for your time, Mr. Del Rivera.
Don't worry.
We'll definitely continue watching, and I can't wait for the next season."
Oh, it's going to be a very good season. Not spoilers though, so you'll have to wait to see what happens.
Oh, okay. Because one of the brothers says, "So is it true that Tim and that girl that he's seeing, are they gonna finally get together? Or a lot of people are actually thinking that maybe Morpheus secretly is in love with the same girl too."
Oh, he will put his lips. No spoilers.
Okay, all right.
Have a good
They
day.
They will
And-
leave.
And Fang will be like, what was I doing before? Oh, yeah, the kid.
Yeah, the kid.
The kid, Imed, when you turn to him, he's like staring right at you, like in a very creepy kind of way, staring right at you.
Juan will like get on his level. Be like, hey kid, who are you?
I'm Imed.
Hi man. Who are you here with?
He says, he kind of shrugs. I don't know.
Okay. Imed, you should really try to use like forks and spoons. You can really get sick.
Those are too slow, he says, as he shovels another slice into his mouth.
Good kid. That a boy.
No, Jordan, you're a bad
I'm gonna
mother.
raise this kid.
A bad
raise
aunt and a bad mother. Who are your parents?
He says, you won't know them.
Oh, okay. Okie dokie.
Then the boy, like, tilts his head, and he turns, looks at you very puzzled. What's Maxima? What's Maxima? He says as he turns.
Juan his face will go pale and be like, okay, kids, you've had enough to eat. You're just babbling about. Come on. And he's gonna take him by the arm. We're gonna go get you cleaned. At least.
Do I see this?
Yeah, you start to tell him about the arm, and then he pulls his arm back and says, No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. But after you finish eating, you need to go clean yourself.
Hold
He
up.
says,
It's
You're
okay.
not my daddy.
And I would like to know who's your daddy. Who's your daddy?
Yeah, Roxana comes up just as the Imed says, You're not my daddy.
Okay, listen.
There's the
Juan.
show title.
Okay, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Or who's your mommy, depending on like
Who's your mommy?
Who's your daddy and who's your mommy?
exactly. That's episode 1 and then episode 2. Roxana's just gonna come over and say, "Oh, Juan, this is just he's very hungry, so I'm just letting him eat."
Well, yeah, but you can just leave him like that. At least you have to get him cleaned, new clothes. And where the hell did you get him from?
He just showed up. Listen, I'm taking care of it. He had told me not to, but I was waiting for him to finish, and then I was going to. I can't stand looking at him. I'm sorry, kid. You need to change your clothes, but. So.
Okay, just be careful. That kid is weird.
Juan!
I'm sorry. You know I love babies and kids, but that kid's weird.
Juan, stop it.
You're weird.
I'm not weird.
Yes, you are.
Okay, that's enough, both of you. All right.
Hey, I'm not the kid in this conversation. He
Doesn't
is.
matter. My wedding, you have to do what I say.
Yeah. You have to do what she says. And he's like, wagging his finger as
Okay,
well.
first of all, that means you have to do what I say.
See, you have to do what she says.
Why me? You said I could eat anything I wanted and have more cake.
Yes, you can, because I deem it so. Listen.
Okay, Roxana, at least give him some, like, real food and not just candies and cake, okay?
Okay, I'ma just let him eat, and then I'ma take him to get to bed. All right, just
Okay, but real food, not just cake.
there's like profiteroles on the table. He's eating those before.
Roxana,
They're
Roxana,
delicious.
what did you do with Luke and Leia when they lived them with you? Do you only give them candy?
Leia really likes the sherbet, so
They need to eat real food.
I can't say no. They're so cute.
Okay,
Pretty hard.
I'm afraid for your soon-to-be kids. I don't know what you're gonna do with them.
Listen, my kids are gonna be fine, and they're also going to be the best and the cutest. Don't even worry about it. It's okay, Juan.
I wish I couldn't, but
Please enjoy it. Let me handle this. I got it. It's my responsibility. I'm the hostess. I got it. Don't you worry about it.
look, if you want it, I'll. Okay, just be careful. Don't do anything stupid.
I never do anything stupid. Listen to Juan. Listen to Juan.
You always do stupid things.
If Aika asks where I am. Come up with a lie. You gotta be good at that, right? Don't you act? Yeah, just do your acting thing and let them know that I am definitely not
with a script. There's at least
Okay.
give me something to hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a script right now. Just tell him that it's lady stuff. He won't want to ask about that.
I'm sure. Okay. All right. I was gonna say that a crocodile ate you, but that might have been too extreme.
Oh no, he will go absolutely apeshit. You can't let him. You can't tell him that. Okay.
Okay. Just are you sure you got this, Roxana?
Yeah, sure. Listen, I just want you all to have fun and have a perfect little day. Okay.
Yeah, but it's your wedding.
Yeah, but I already had speeches. Everybody was already talking all about me, and now they're talking about other people, and my attention span's just gone way down. So I need something to do.
Just don't forget about the kid.
Oh yeah. So I got it. Please, you go and socialize. You're so good with Luke and all that. Go on. Go have fun.
Okay. Just don't do anything stupid.
I never do anything stupid. Listen, Juan, before I go, I got something to tell you very quick.
Yep.
Thank you for coming.
He will wink at her. You know it. I will be here for you. I've said that since high school.
I know, and I know it wasn't easy getting along the last few years, but and she kind of looks at Ahmed and she's just looks back at Juan and kind of whispers the next part. She's like, and I know I don't remember it, but I believe we went through hell together. And I believe it made us closer. Like as close as we were. So all I'm saying is thank you for being there for me and for keeping the secret when it counted, Now we don't have to worry about it anymore.
There's always things to worry about, Roxana, but I think you're right. You won't have to worry about it anymore. Now go, get that kid cleaned. It's starting to smell here.
Okay, kid, let's go. I'm gonna teach you what a shower is. Let's go.
Roxana, about Emed. You were going to eventually, in the interest of time, I'm going to explain that you will discover that Emed is orphaned. You will discover that he is a child who is gifted with legilimens, just like Queenie Goldstein in the Fantastic Beasts. So, yes, legilimens is an ability that you can learn. Some people are just gifted with it and just can do it almost at will. Emed is gifted in that way, just like Queenie is, which I'm sure makes him quite a handful.
Oh yeah, Aika would love this though. He would probably yuck that up.
Well,
Or hate it.
or
hate
it.
it. Yeah,
He loves his secrets. He loves his secrets, and he's got this kid who can read minds. So I mean, that's a little bit of an interesting little combination there. You and Ayika end up deciding to take the child in, and you have essentially over the years have become his adoptive parents or adoptive guardians, whatever you want to call it. You and Ayika have also tried to have children of your own. And you've tried many, 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 many times, but for whatever reason, it never actually seems to result in an actual successful pregnancy. After going through a couple miscarriages, you go and see a healer, and the determination was that they believe that a huge part of the side effects of casting the mass killing curse, Avada Kedavra Maxima, is that it indeed takes a piece of you, and indeed takes a part of you. This is a spell that is designed to take away life. Therefore, because you cast the spell as often as you did, this spell that takes away life, you lose the ability to create life. And that, unfortunately, affects not only you, but everyone else who casts the spell with you.
Oh god, I can't have children.
Juan can't have children. And Albion can't have biological children either. That is something that you may or may not pass on to the other guys. Would you? I'm assuming probably.
Are we just kind of skipping over this for the sake of...
Yeah.
She would.
So...
I just want to say that the moment Juan learns this, it's going to hit him like a truck. He's always wanted to have a family, and now he can't.
Yeah. At least not biologically. You can't biologically
Yeah,
have
he
that.
can't biologically have one. It's going to take a toll on him.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, because that'll probably be something that affects you in the years to come.
Yeah, Roxana would probably ask Aika all the time, can we try and make a potion? Can we try and fix it? And lots of sleepless nights. She doesn't remember doing this, but for him it's probably a bit of a awful sense of deja vu to when she was working on the kill curse, these sleepless nights. And
Yeah.
but eventually,
I'm sure Ayika is going to try making potions, because there are potions that help with fertility, but that helps people who are infertile through mundane ways, like medical ways. This is something the result of a magic spell. This is something that affects you because of that killing curse. So coming up with something that combats that or cures that is not as straightforward. So eventually, this is going to be in 2004. You are going to receive owls, and by you I mean Chessa, Juan, and Albion are going to be receiving owls from Toby, believe it or not. Toby has been learning how to read and write for the last year. He's actually managed to pick up on it. His handwriting is not nearly as neat as it was before, but you recognize it as Toby. and he says, I have a very important discovery that I wanted to share with you. Could you please meet me at my place at such and such a time? So Chessa's going to be there. She's going to have the twins. By this point, the twins are... How old are you guys now? A little bit. I would say you're like a year and a half, almost 2 years old. You're almost 2 years old.
Okay.
And so you guys are a lot more verbal. Definitely can walk and run around and do that kind of stuff. And Albion and Juan arrive at Toby's house, and Tritessa is there. And to your surprise, you're not alone. There is a group of other people, many of whom you don't recognize, but a group of them are actually the Squib kids, the Squibs that Joe was teaching. And
Sweet.
And
What are they doing?
he's going to say, so sorry to be so secretive, but I think after many years I figured out. Do you remember that ring that I found back during the games? The zodiac symbol ring that never quite figured out?
Oh yeah, the one that needed all 12 signs or something like that?
Yeah. So I remember that part, and I tried gathering a bunch of people with the different zodiac signs together, and nothing happened. We tried doing incantations. Nothing seemed to do anything. But recently, I was looking at it with the colleague of mine who happens to be a muggle, and when he held the ring, the colors on the ring started to change. The ring turned color, but it glowed intensely more bright when he touched it. So I tried it with another muggle. Same thing, intensely brighter. I think that the reason why it didn't work the first time is because all the people that I had trying on the ring were magical.
So, non-magicals are affected by the ring? Why?
Yes. I'm not 100% sure, but me and Tritessa, we had a theory. Tritessa was saying, so I think a lot of this ring, it seems to... I think it's because the ring was specifically made for non-magical people. I think it basically... It's more powerful based on how much magical potential someone has. So if you think of people as a vessel, if you think of magical beings like ourselves, we have magic, so because we are a glass that is full of magic, we're already full. We don't have the potential for more. But if you have an empty vessel, if you have a no-mage or a muggle who have no magic at all, that magical potential is available to be filled in, and somehow that reacts with this ring. I don't know. It's just a theory.
And what does it do?
I don't know yet, but we're going to test it. But I didn't want to test it unless I had you guys here.
Well, okay. That sounds interesting, Toby. You're back in the game.
Chessa says, had I known this, Toby, I don't know if I would have brought the kids with me. She says as she's holding Luke up in her arms.
Can Luke see the ring?
Yeah.
You'll watch.
Hey, Luke. High five. I love that.
I was going to speak up. Well, when you first had this ring, Toby, I don't know if you remember, but I wasn't too keen on getting it open, but those were different times, and if you're passionate about this, I'm excited for you. So let's get to it.
Let's do this.
This is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in a long time, and it's something that I've been trying to figure out for years. And I thought that when I lost my knowledge, I wouldn't never be able to figure it out. But I think I think this is something that I just really need to solve. I just really need to do it.
We're here together, and we're all gonna do it together. Don't worry, Toby. So, what should we try first?
I'm going to pass the ring to each of the people here, and he turns over to Thaddeus and them, and Thaddeus sort of like waves. Hi,
Thaddeus.
Mr. Albion. Hey,
Hey, Thaddeus.
we're gonna pass the ring around, and then see if anything happens.
Okay.
So, starting with Thaddeus, he takes the ring and it starts to glow. Then Thaddeus passes it to the next person. It starts to glow, going around. As the ring is being passed from one kid to another, this glowing line starts to form around the kids, almost like it's connecting the dots. In the end, you just want to connect the dots around the room, and it gets to the last kid, and the line reaches over to the last kid, and then it disappears. And then everyone waits, but nothing seems to be happening. Darn it! I really thought that we had something.
Okay,
I really
Toby.
feel like we're close.
Okay, Toby,
You
we
did
got
have
something. That line
Yeah.
appeared. We just need to close what you have. Okay, let's think.
Like, close it? Like a circle?
Yeah, close the circle. Finish the line. How do we do that?
Oh, that. Oh, we can try it. Maybe if everybody form a circle when you pass the ring around.
A circle, yeah. And maybe fate will decide if the circle will do anything.
I guess it's worth it to try. Thaddeus says, sure. And
Like-
the
A circle of fate.
So the group will form a circle, and again, Toby will hand Thaddeus the ring, and he'll pass it over. The line starts to form around the kids, and then when it reaches to the last kid, the line connects back to the starting point, and then the circle starts to glow, and rising up
Okay,
from
we got
the
something.
circle
We got something.
is a door. This magical-looking door rises up from the ground, from the center of the circle.
Juan will take out his wand. Okay.
It worked! It worked! It worked! I don't know what that door is for, but it worked!
Okay, everyone. Back off. We don't want the door doing anything. Kids, get. Shoo. Okay, Toby. Any idea what that door is or where it leads?
I have no idea. I wasn't able to figure out the origins of this ring, so I don't know where that door goes, but I guess there's only one way to find out.
Juan will smile, his eyes almost glowing. There's only one way. Team Wampus style. Okay,
Are we sure? Are we sure we want to do this with the kids here? I mean, this.
take
This
him
is
out.
awesome,
we need.
Toby.
I said that. We should take them somewhere else.
I will look to Chessa.
Chessa says, I don't know if I'm ready to bring my 2-year-old children through a strange random door that we have no idea where it's going.
Oh, don't worry. I'll go.
While they're
Yeah.
talking, Luke opens the door.
Look,
Well,
no.
While you're talking, Luke opens the door, and then you see his body get sucked in.
I'm dead.
I'll
Another
be back.
PC.
Juan will
All right,
open
my
that
new
door
PC,
and
I'm gonna play
go
my sister.
behind Luke. I'll go for
Do
Luke.
we have any
I
time
don't
to
know.
react to that?
I mean, you can run after him.
Juan will just run after him. Juan will just, he can't let Luke die. Or disappear.
Chessa screams, and she's gonna like run after him as well, with Leia in her arms.
No! Okay, Juan already went there. Juan is
She's not gonna leave
letting
Leia
Luke
just
go
there.
anywhere.
If Chessa went in, Al followed.
I'll yell for someone to take care of the kids, please.
Someone will
The kids
do
are
that.
in the
Wait,
door.
The kids
Okay,
are
the
older
kids.
now.
Oh.
The kids are fine by themselves right now.
Okay, so we're all in. Toby, will Toby answer the door?
Well, Toby's going in with them with Drytessa.
Oh no. Okay,
Everyone in
we're
as
all
well.
in the door. Mission
You will
rescue
all
Luke.
enter into the door, and there'll be a big flash of light that shines in your eyes as you go through. And on the other side, you are very surprised to find yourself in a room that's filled with bookshelves. It's just empty room. This not empty room, but it's a large room that's just filled with rows and rows and rows of bookshelves.
Can I see Luke?
Yeah, you can see Luke.
Luke, come here. Come here, and Kwang will embrace him. Don't do anything that's stupid again.
What? Curious.
Yeah, I was curious too, but you didn't saw me open the door.
Now I can read?
No, we get you out of here, and we explore this place, and then maybe if it's super duper uber safe, and your mother doesn't kill me, you can read.
Nothing's here.
I'll examine some of the book spines to see if there's titles or anything written on them.
Yeah, so you're gonna go into some of the books, and the strangest thing is they seem to be written in some sort of alphabet that you don't recognize. Some foreign-looking alphabet. There are pictures in some of the covers. Most of the covers are plain and don't really have any images on them, but some of them have pictures on them.
And if I open the book, is the whole book in that same alphabet?
Correct. So you can't readily read them right now.
Okay,
What are the
I'll
pictures?
take 1 or 2 books of those, and we get the fuck out.
So one of the pictures in the book seems to be so there. It looks like there's this girl with short hair, and then there's this other guy next to her that's wearing a hood with a skull-looking thing on it. And then there's another character, like another person next to that one that looks like she's sort of like a fashionista kind of thing. And she has this creature right next to her that looks like a big giant mass of ooze with eyes. And there's another one who looks like a girl, blonde hair, like in red.
In our world, Pokemon exists, right? So we would know these are Pokemon, right?
Yeah, you would know those are Pokemon.
Well, I don't know
Okay.
if Al would.
I think
Even
that
Japan.
Kwang would, because he got really into Muggle culture after Levi.
Yeah.
So, hey Al, what's that? Who you see?
Some sort of magical creatures and some people I don't recognize.
Those. Do you remember that video game I told you about that I was playing? Pokemon? These are Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that it was Japanese. I never got into it, but I know it was really big with all the Muggles in Japan.
Yeah. What are these things doing in this place?
Al looks at a few more books, and are they all Pokemon pictures? If he sees pictures,
Completely different stories. Very diverse.
Okay. Let's take like 4 or 5 books and get out. What's this place?
There doesn't seem to the interesting thing is like the door that you used to enter this room doesn't seem to be anywhere in this room. There doesn't seem to be a door anywhere
Damn it.
in this room.
Okay, look, come here. Give me your hand.
what about the door they came through? Like, is it just light behind them or something?
There's no. It's just the wall that you came from. There is no light coming from that wall. However, there does seem to be a podium by that spot with a large. It's not a coffin. It's like a stone box of some sort, a stone like tabernacle, I think. And on the podium is a scroll with ink and quill. And hanging above the podium are the words, "In order to return back to your original glory, you must leave behind your own story." In order to return back to your original glory, you must leave behind your own story.
Oh, what's that?
It's some sort of poem or a riddle for how we get out of here. He'll flip back to some of the books, and that's when I think it hits him that they're all different people, different characters. I wonder if these are the people that have been here before us. It says you have to leave your story to go back.
So, we just write?
I guess that's how you make a story, right? Well, there's the scroll here. We could. That's gonna take forever to write our story, isn't it?
Yeah, but what does it mean? Like our life stories? You need to write your life story, then I, then Luke, then Chesa, or like a collective life story? How did we get here?
Does it have to be our story? Can't we just make up a story? It just says your own story. Doesn't have to be an autobiography, I don't think.
That's also
Or
right.
does it? Tritessa says.
Well, I know this story my mom used to tell me when I was a kid. I could write it. It's a quick little fable.
The quickest we can get out of here, the better, because this place gives me the creeps.
Luke, while you're looking around, Leia will say, Look, Luke. And she's pointing at a set of books at one of the shelves.
Luke will grab that set.
Red, blue, green, she says. There's a set of books that look almost identical to each other, except one is red, one is blue, and one is green.
That's a Mass Effect.
That's the one. He'll look at those ones. Yeah, he'll grab those. The red one.
You'll grab those, and again, you can't, well, not only because you're a kid, even if you weren't a kid, you can't read them, but if you're flipping through the pages, you'll see that the stories, like the pictures that appear look similar, but they have different characters on them. Like, one has this big, like, armored looking thing. Another one has like this weird skinny red humanoid looking thing that's singing on a microphone. Another one is this man with a mechanical arm and other mechanical limbs. Another one, etc., etc. It looks like this cop, but instead of human, it's like this bird-like scaly thing.
Look, what you got there?
A book.
Okay. What are those things? Those are not Pokemon.
I have no idea.
Alien.
Toby takes out from his pack. He had a pack with him. He takes out it looks like his fan fiction book.
Oh my god.
And he says, I wonder. And he'll go over to the tabernacle looking thing. He'll slide open the tabernacle box, and he looks in. It's empty. And he takes his fan fiction-y book. He drops it into the tabernacle. The tabernacle closes. It starts to glow, and then the shelf behind, I'm gonna say the shelf behind Chessa starts to glow, and a brand new book appears behind her, with a beautiful dragon-like looking thing on the cover. And then Toby disappears through the wall.
What?
Toby disappears through the wall.
Oh my god.
Toby!
Where did Toby go?
I guess he left his story, and it's now part of the library, I guess.
So
So we each have to give a story.
can it be possible of Juan to have the script of the new session of his?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So Juan will take out the script of his TV show.
Oh yeah, of Morpheus and me.
Of Morpheus.
Yes.
Be a good one shot, guys.
Okay. So if I do this, and Juan will like drop the script.
He'll drop the script in. The box will shut. It'll start to glow. Right behind Albion, that section of books, which looks to be screenwrites or screenplays or whatever you call it, seems to have a new book that just appeared, and the book has actually an image of Juan or Morpheus, an image of Tim or Brandon Tarr.
Heck yeah.
And it
With,
says Cadabra.
Yeah, and it says Cadabra. Those books are actually written in the alphabet that you recognize. You recognize that alphabet. And it also has this woman off to the side, like this nagging Minnesota woman nagging at them off to the side. And Juan disappears through the wall that Toby disappeared through.
Al looks at Chessa and says, well, I can help Luke if you want to help Leia, because clearly can't leave them here, so let's get their stories in now.
Okay, Luke, why don't you come over here, and I will help you write. So she's gonna dip the ink, the quill into the ink, and then he kind of helps hold Luke's hand.
Okay.
So you tell me what kind of story you want to write about.
Okay, so I know Luke doesn't know how to read or anything like that, but he will just say these words, and his mom will help her write it. I don't know if you can see it.
Miss my dad that I lost.
Yes, that's his story so far.
So you are a boy that once upon a time there was a boy that lost his dad.
Mm-hmm.
What happens at the end?
I don't know.
Well, I think the story needs to have some sort of an ending. I don't know if it counts if it doesn't have an ending, son.
He makes people happy.
And so he made people happy, and in doing so he lived happily ever after. The end. I guess we'll give this a try. And she'll drop it into the box, and then the shelf that seems to have it seems to be the kids section, the children's book section. So it's like this new book, this new like felt book appears that talks about this kid who lost his dad, but he was able to like make people happy with his life. That's what the story is about. And then Luke disappears through the wall.
Good.
All right, Leia, what do you want to write about? Star Wars.
Good go.
That's probably going to take a lot of time. Star Wars. All right, maybe we'll do the abridged version. So, can we at least do episode 4, I guess? Yeah, Star Wars. Okay. So she'll help Leia write the abridged version of Star Wars, and then drops that in. The book appears. Leia disappears through the wall. All right, I guess I will just write a story. She writes a story, which is actually a Filipino traditional story that my dad used to tell me as a child, out of character, called the Si Pagong at Si Chongo, which is translated the turtle and the monkey. I'm not going to give the whole story, but you can look up what that story is about. But it's one of my favorite memories as a kid, is my dad telling me that story. That's what she writes, and she disappears through the wall. What story are you gonna write, Albion?
Well, before I realized we all had to write our own, I was gonna throw this fable in. But if there's any story I want to pass along, I hope my story can maybe inspire someone, and he'll reach in and pull out the journal he's been writing in, which you've been using for our warm-up questions.
Very clever.
And
Clever.
he'll drop the journal in.
Okay. And you will find yourself back outside of the door. Finally, Tritessa will write her story, and I will say 15 minutes later, she will also appear. And once she appears, the door shuts, and then it sinks back into the ground, and then the circle fades.
Did we manage to bring out any of the books?
When you take the Pokemon book with you, you will find that on the other side, it's no longer in your hands. You can't bring the books with you, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Those stories are sacred, Clef.
Those stories are needed 20 years from now. Those books need to be on that bookshelf 20 years from now.
What the hell happened, guys?
That was weird. That was like a library or Athenium or something.
If you ask me, it was
Is
pretty
everyone
cool.
here?
Whatever.
No one's missing a lamp or anything?
No, we're good. I just... Oh man, I wish I could have stayed there longer and tried to read some of those books. Maybe learned the alphabet or something.
Okay, calm down, Toby. We can go back later. This was just an experiment. At least we know it's safe there.
Yeah, but every time you go, you're gonna have to leave a story behind in order to leave.
Don't worry, I have plenty of scripts.
Hey, Toby.
That works. Yeah, Albion.
I'm really proud of you.
Me? Well, why?
I mean, you didn't give up. Even after the memory loss, you stuck with it, and you know, I'm not surprised, Toby. A mind as strong as yours, it was bound to recover in some way.
Albion, thank you so much. You're such a great friend. I wish that I got to hang out with you more. So just don't be a stranger, okay?
Yep. There's no time like the present.
That's a loose end I needed to tie up. So that was the mysterious ring and the mysterious library.
Okay, that's something.
That may be important. That's something that might be important 2 campaigns from now.
I think
So-
Shay runs that library. We'll have to ask about it later.
We'll ask me about that later. We are jumping ahead. You and your sister Leia are 11 years old.
Oh, great.
You guys are on platform 9 3/4.
What's
You
happening?
are
What's happening?
about to start your first day at Hogwarts. On this day, Juan and Roxana and Albion, obviously your mom, Chessa, and I'm gonna say Ayika is there as well, are there on the platform ready to see you off to board the Hogwarts Express and start your new adventure in wizarding school.
Instantly, everybody would see how scared and nervous Luke is. He is a ball of nerves right now.
Hey, look! Juan will go towards him.
Hey, Uncle Juan.
How are you, man? How are you, little man?
I'm just, a little scared. This is a big step.
I know. It was so scary when I first went to school. But I met some of my best friends there. and it wasn't that difficult. So you just gotta relax, okay? Everything's going to be fine. You're up first. And he will whisper, "You're smarter than Auntie Roxana, so you'll be fine."
What did somebody say?
He'll laugh. Yeah, I have studied a lot, and I feel I'm ready academically. It's just like talking to people is not very good.
Don't worry. I mean, you'll find some people like you and guys you want to hang out, girls you want to date.
What? No.
Yeah, don't say no.
No, Uncle, I'm being way too busy with my academics to think about girls.
They always say that. Just
Well,
don't do anything stupid, okay?
I don't do anything stupid ever.
With you, I can say that I trust you with that.
Thanks.
Which you want to go in?
I really want to be chosen in Gryffindor.
Okay, I'm sure you'll be quite a Gryffindor.
Yeah,
Well-
my mom said all the time that if my dad went to Hogwarts, that's where he would go.
He also said that he was a very Gryffindor person. I'm sure you will too. But if you don't be sad, okay? You're gonna be
I won't
fine
be.
wherever they put you.
Yeah, all the houses are pretty cool. To be honest, I think I'm gonna be a Hufflepuff.
I think you're more of a Ravenclaw.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so you got everything? At the end, did you got yourself a pet?
Yes. Uncle, I think I forgot my pet.
What did you mean you forgot your pet?
I think I forgot my pet. I was really panicking. I think I forgot him.
Okay.
I'm not used to carrying around a little mouse in my pocket all the time.
Okay, and hey everyone, has anyone seen a mouse?
People are looking around, and one of the I'm gonna say that one of the third years like says, "Oh, you mean this guy?" And like he's holding like a mouse in his hands. I found him over there snacking on some biscuits on the floor.
Oh,
Is
God.
that
Yeah, that's him. Come here, freaking
okay?
Oreos.
Amazing.
Okay, now don't lose it. You remember the story of Harry Potter? How his pet saved his life?
No.
What do you mean, no? Leia says. Come
What?
on, Luke. You know the story. Our mom would tell us that all the time about Harry Potter.
Yes, I remember.
But between you and me, I met a cooler hero.
Al?
Al is pretty cool, but cooler.
Rocks.
Rox is not cool. What's wrong with you, kid?
Oh my god! Wow. Can I hear that? Well, not
I
take the
think
pleasure.
Rox is very cool, Leia says, looking. I think Auntie Roxanne is very cool, she says, looking.
You only say that because he always gives you candy.
Listen, I
Yeah.
am the
And that's cool.
Yeah, they do the
Roxana,
twin
you're-
thing where
you're
they say
wrong.
yeah at the same time.
I meant your dad.
Hey, Uncle Juan, when can I be in your next show? I want to be in your next show.
They don't let ugly people on the show.
Luke.
Leia says, "Ah, Luke, how dare you?"
Look, you're nice to your sister.
Do I have to?
That's not a very nice thing to say about she has a toad as her pet. And so she says, that's not a very nice thing to say about Smacks, like the cereal, like Smacks, a little
Yeah.
frog, as a
I was
mascot.
hoping it would
Smacks
be
about
Slippy.
Smacks or Slippy. Well, Slippy. All right, that's. I don't know, I kind of like Smacks.
Now,
Smacks
Smacks
is
is better.
I like Smacks.
Smacks is better.
It's like Max. It's like Max, but it's Smacks.
I have
Yeah.
a little gift for both of you. It's a pet for you both to take care of and don't kill, and to get get better. And he will take out a fish.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Make sure that enchantment doesn't wear off.
Yeah, in about 4 years, this thing's gonna turn into a whale on top of me.
Okay, kids, there's a few rules with this fish. Don't tell anyone that. Actually, look, I'm gonna go to your school every year to do something to the fish.
Oh, I see. I see.
Rub up against it.
Romeo, is this fish your boyfriend?
Guys, I'm trying to do something nice. I'm gonna fucking go kill that motherfucker.
That's what he does in his video.
I'm going back and kill. I'm going. I'm gonna kill a maximum that ocean.
Hippocampus are like endangered species by now. For some reason, there's just been a lot of hippocampi deaths for some reason out in the wild. I don't know what happens. Like,
Okay.
maybe it's a flux of predators. I don't know.
So Luke, Leia, if you ever find yourselves in trouble, but like you're about to die, someone is about to kill you, trouble, you must say "big whale" 3 times and throw it as far as you can. Okay?
Amazing.
Okay, whatever you say, Uncle
But
Juan.
hear me. He'll
Okay.
take them by the shoulder. Hear me. This is very serious. Big whale 3 times. Throw it as far away as you can from yourself.
Hey kids, I think Uncle Juan's got a little bit Betty.
And
Yeah.
just give it some food and don't kill it.
Whatever you say, Uncle Juan.
Do you
And
just-
Leia's just kind of
you
look
just-
at him cross-eyed.
Do you just keep that goldfish in your pocket?
It looks weird, but yes.
He really likes fish. I have no idea why.
Roxana, shut up.
What?
You know what I think about.
Can I request something?
Go ahead.
Before I roleplay it. So, what happened to Levi's bracelet? Did we say?
You tell me. I don't know. What happens to it?
I think for a while Al would have given it to Chessa, or at least told her what it was and given
Sure.
it to her. So I have a few options because I don't want to abuse this bracelet power, but I feel like Al would have wanted one for the twins, and at least since like Brandon was Levi and now Brandon's Luke, to have one for him. So could we say that he got the one from Chessa and then had Finn make one more so Luke and Leia could have one?
I think that's fine.
Okay. So then
Okay,
after
so-
Juan gives him the goldfish.
Juan, I will see Juan with giving them the goldfish with a serious look. Don't use it. Anything stupid. Life of that situation. Big whale 3 times. Okay? I love you both. He will give.
Thank you. Love you too, Uncle Juan. And he'll hug you. And I should probably hold on.
Thank you, Uncle Juan.
Careful.
And if that doesn't
Careful
work,
with the fish.
if that doesn't work, Al will kneel down and he'll grab the wrist of Luke or Leia, whichever one first, and he'll start attaching the bracelet. So if the whale trick doesn't work, just use this bracelet, and wherever you're at, it'll bring you to me. If you're in danger, just use it.
We can come visit you anytime we want, Leia says.
Oh no, it's very limited in use, and it takes a while to remake the bracelet. So only in emergencies.
Oh,
Can we bring you to us?
like when Luke gets detention or something.
Or when Leia just wants to get out of class early?
Okay, maybe you're too young for these bracelets.
Yeah, Jesus,
Well,
Albion, what were
3
you
times
thinking?
life or death situation.
Just
Listen,
yelling
I
in
don't know
the
what.
background.